Welcome back to my channel Mark My Finance, where we talk about the latest in personal finance. Firstly, I want to wish my Mark My Finance family a very happy 2026. May this year turn out to be amazing for you and your family, and keeping with the theme that we've all started out in 2025 of sharing interesting content that helps you plan wisely and take care of your family. Let's deep dive into the first video of 2026 on the importance of buying term insurance. So when you buy term, what comes to mind, and why should one buy term? Well, let me tell you in a simple way. Imagine you have a friend who takes the promise of protecting your family in case you're not around. How would you like? Would you make friends with him? And what if he came with no conditions? That means he doesn't suffer from an illness, he doesn't suffer, and the best part about him, he is truly eternal. That means even if you are not around tomorrow, he's still going to show up and take care of your family's needs. Now that, my friend, is a friend that you want to have in 2026, and I call that friend Mr. Term and Mr. Health Insurance. These are the two friends that you want to make in 2026. So let's start with this video on Mr. Term and what are the benefits of making a friendship with him. Now for the purpose of this video, I know all of you would want to see numbers because a lot of popular gyan, as I call it, is given on social media on why buy term, why you should take it, why you should look into buying term, but none of it is yielding results. The proof of the pudding is in the numbers. So let's deep dive. Now for the purpose of this video, I have taken the ICICI Prudential Life Term Insurance, which happens to be one of the premier brands in the country, and I've been associated with this brand for over 23 years. So very proud of the association. This is not a paid video, so please do your own research on term. So here we have a term insurance calculator, and in this video I am going to be looking into the value. So term insurance is a smart life cover that adapts to your journey. Now ICICI Prudential Life has a 99.3% settlement ratio, and if you want to know what that is, reach out. Now term insurance has become very intelligent. So the way it works is, let us say you're a 30-year-old watching this video and you commit to protecting your family for the next 30-35 years. You just got married. There is something called the smart exit option now that has come in term, which means that Mr. Term says you protect yourself for a certain amount of minimum 30 years, and after that, if you survive, you have the right to ask the insurance company to give back all your premium. So isn't this a benefit? Now imagine in your car insurance or in your travel insurance or any other insurance that you take, there is no refund of the money that you paid. But in term insurance, my friend, there's a complete refund if you hit the survival period. Let's look at a sample calculation. So I'm taking here of someone who is born in 1992. That means, actually let's tweak it a bit. 1990, 35-year-old. So this is a 35-year-old born on the 25th of March 1990. And if you want to take a calculation for yourself, you can DM me and I'll be happy to provide you a free calculation. Now the person out here is an Indian, obviously, a resident Indian. However, I want to tell you even NRIs can buy term. And if you're an NRI watching this video, feel free to reach out. India has one of the best term rates. You can see out here, it's very important to understand the concept of inflation. Inflation destroys money. So if you were to look at 1 crore and you were to discount this 30 years out, that would be approximately a very nominal amount. So please do not underinsure. Basis your CTC. Remember now, and see the system is nudging me. It's saying, Mr. 35-year-old, you're currently going to pay 2,825 per month. If you delay, by the age of 40, this goes up to 4,000. Let's close this. So out here, if I look at a 2 crore cover and I cover myself out here till age 75, I'm not adding any riders to the policy. Just pure basic term cover. The pricing is about 2,462 monthly. Now I want all of you to understand, by spending this small security deposit of 2,462 monthly, you, my friend, have gained now a friend for life. He's eternal. He's going to show up in case you're not around tomorrow, and he's going to take care of your family by providing this 2 crores. With this money, your wife can run the lifestyle that you would have provided had you been around. Now, what are the riders that most term insurance plans have? They have a critical illness rider, which means that this is an add-on rider. So if you get a cancer or a heart issue and something, and you need money to pay for these bills, you have not died, but you cannot go to work. You need this money to come in to run the family. This is when you think about this rider. So if any one of you watching this in your family, there's a history of heart, history of cancer, you want to take this rider. Accidental death cover. Most of us love to have those bikes. We love to zoom away on the highway. What if something is to happen to us? An early accidental death can destroy your family. I will tell you this with all humility. The accidental death rates are one of the cheapest in the country from an Indian insurance company. So if you see out here, at just 250 rupees a month, I can protect my family for 50 odd lakhs. Accident total permanent disability. Let us say I met with that accident, I didn't die, but I'm disabled now. I've lost my job. I need a monthly income coming in. That is when you buy this rider. And most plans have a waiver of premium inbuilt. At a very nominal cost, you can add this rider. What does this do? This provides you protection against 15 critical illnesses and disability. So if you take this rider and you land up getting disabled, or you land up getting one of the 15 listed critical illnesses, the premium that you had to pay to run this policy and keep it active is now waived. Then comes the option where you want to look at how will this Mr. Term pay me. The most popular choice is receive the money upfront. Now receiving 2 crores of money upfront might not be a great idea, because you might think that what will I do with this? But the option is there. It's called a lump sum payout. The other option that you can choose is called the monthly income option, which means that should something happen to me, do not give this 2 crores to my family, give them a monthly income. So you can have a regular income of 1,66,667 rupees, which is paid in 10 years, and that's the best way, one of the popular ways. You can also take the inflation proof, which is an increasing income. Now this is another very popular choice. Inflation is about 6 odd %. It's money destroyer. So if you choose this option, you'll get an inflation adjusted payout for your family. And the most other option is a combination, which means you take about 1 odd crore and the rest you can take as a combination. Now how can I pay for this? Well, insurance companies want to ensure that you do not land up lapsing this policy. And so most of the people would have an option. The most popular option is pay till 60 years of age. Now if you do that, you can get an upfront discount. A regular payment will cost you 2,714 for this 35-year-old. But should the 35-year-old say that he would like to pay this policy early on in, like say 15 years or 5 years or 7 years, the insurance company then incentivizes you by giving you a great discount. So as you can see out here, if he lands up taking the recommended option, which is he pays 6,054 rupees monthly, by the age of 45, that is in the next 10 years, this 35-year-old has completed his commitments and now he still stands protected, but no need to pay any more money. So out here, you can see the benefits of term. Now what are the documents that one would need ready? So you would need to buy a term, you would need to have your photograph, you would need to have these address proofs, either your passport, your Aadhaar or your driving license. You need to have your age proofs. Now the Aadhaar can work as a age proof and an address proof. You need to have your PAN card and you need to have these income documents. Now, most of you are salaried watching this video, then you have no problem. But if you are a businessman, you need to have computation of income of last 3 years. And yes, most insurance companies after a certain limit do a home medical test. So which means they come home and they take blood and urine, and then the policy, once it's underwritten, gets into the issuance bucket. Now, before I conclude on this very important video for the start of 2026, I want to leave you with a message. What happens if you do not renew this policy? So attaching a electronic clearing service, that is an ECS, to your policy so that it gets debited every year is very important. I would also recommend that you pick a date like your anniversary date or your birth date of your first child, so that on that particular day, if you have the habit of procrastinating and not getting to things, then you will remember that you need to make this payment. I personally have selected my birthday, and on that day every year I remember to renew my term insurance policy. It's the most important policy that you want to have in your portfolio. And now Mr. 30-year-old has bought this 2 crore cover. Imagine he is secured. That policy document can now be handed over to the wife, who is the beneficiary of this money. And imagine now Mr. Term will step in case you're not around tomorrow. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe and share this with friends. It's my attempt to share such videos on a daily basis in 2026 so that all of you make the right choices. This is Mark Sequeira from Mark My Finance. Thank you so much for watching.